live from Parliament, from Treasury buildings there, who are going to tell us and probably answer that particular question. So joining me right now is none other than Trevor Ngendo. Trevor, good afternoon. Bring us up to speed with the activities at the National Treasury building. To you, Trevor.
Good afternoon to you, Regina. And yes, like you rightly put it, we're coming to you live from the National here in Kenya's capital, Nairobi, where this afternoon, just a few minutes from now, Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi is expected to do the budget presentation year 2026-2027. This is the most significant budget and the largest, one of them, the only full budget before the national elections in 2027. And the Cabinet Secretary will be unveiling the plans of the nearly 4.8 trillion shillings budget at the National Assembly. He is expected to be leaving his office on the 14th floor in just a few minutes from now, and he will be proceeding to the National Treasury, where he'll present budget from the traditional exit here at the National Treasury. And we are here on standby. Security has been beefed up here. Since morning, we've been pitching camp here since morning, and security has been beefed up. Currently, entertainment is going on. Members of the press are also here. Any minute from now, we expect the Cabinet Secretary, John Mbadi, to be coming down and, of course, exit from the traditional exit he does. The briefcase lifting he does from outside the National Treasury. And just like I just mentioned, just to reiterate, Regina, is that this is the budget that if President William Ruto promised anything during his first term as the president, then this is the budget that will determine how those projects will be implemented. And we've seen a shift in how the government plans to raise revenue. We have a deficit of about 1.11 trillion shillings. But how does the government plan to raise this money? Well, it will be through enhanced tax measures and, of course, enhancing compliance by the authority and also enforcing compliance and also in the digital sector. This is how the government plans to raise the revenue, as well as public-private partnerships through PPPs, also known as the public-private partnership investments. And of course, later on, we expect that just looking at the atmosphere here, we have many Kenyans, not as many as they have been previously. Of course, you remember we witnessed the protests and unease during such period of time in 2024 and 2025. And at the moment, the Kenyans have sort of been pushed away, but we see them, others seem to be going on with their duties as normal, but others are watching from far. Security is in top gear here. We have the anti-riot police and also the administration police as well here on standby. We expect this year we haven't seen entertainment going on here. Normally you'll see the band doing that, but this time around we yet. And just to give a context to our audience on what is contained in the budget briefcase is usually the fiscal plan, of course, of how the government plans to raise revenue. Those are the supporting fiscal documents that will be tabled before Parliament, and that also tells you how the government plans to raise the money, the 4.8 trillion shillings in the country. KRA is expected to raise of 3 trillion shillings, but 1.1 is the deficit. Regina, we're on standby here. My colleague Alan Aoko is also on standby from a different location premise here, but we'll be giving you more details as soon as the Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi descends and comes at the behind me. We'll be beaming this live from here. For now, I want to hand it over back to you, Regina.
Thank you very much, Trevor, for that particular update. As you can see, that is what is happening outside that Treasury buildings. Yes, members of the public, not the presence, not registered yet, but they are on the periphery going about their normal duties, beefed up security. And we are going to see if indeed CS Mbadi will either walk to Parliament buildings, that is around 300 to 500 meters from that particular location, or he's going to get into the ceremonial vehicle to just taking him to Parliament buildings, where he's expected to be making the presentation this afternoon. So as far as the Parliament agenda is concerned, it is said to be quite busy today. The pronouncement of the 2026-2027 budget highlights, that is by the National Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi. Then also on the 16th of June, which happens to just be Tuesday next week, we're also going to be seeing the Finance Bill 2026 going through the second reading and the Committee of the Whole House.